Coming up, we learn more about the winter flu season.
And we'll have an update on the Ballantyne construction.
Plus, hear about the new location of the Cedar Rapids Animal Shelter. I'm Avery Karkosh.
And I'm Emily Morlan. Thank you for joining us as we bring you the updates on what's happening around Kirkwood's campus.
From the campus of Kirkwood Community College, this is KSP News with Avery Karkosh and Emily Morlan. You're watching Kirkwood Student Productions.
Every winter, runny noses and raspy coughs can be more than just a common cold. This year, those symptoms might mean the flu.
This is the time of the year that the flu is more prevalent, and many students may be visiting the nurse's office seeking the solutions to the illness.
I have not had anybody report the flu yet. I'm anticipating, though, with the students coming back from Christmas break that we'll be seeing an increased number in the flu.
In my practice, we have seen many patients that have come to the clinic with some of the concerns and some of the symptoms and signs of influenza.
Ways to prevent the influenza virus are to take a vitamin C supplement, wash your hands, limit contact with sick individuals, get plenty of rest, as well as getting the flu shot.
We offer the flu shot. It is the trivalent. It covers 2 types of A and 1 of B. They are $15, and we still have about 40 left, so if anyone's interested, they can call and make an appointment. Not only do I preach to everyone else to get their flu shot, that's the first thing I do when our flu shots come in.
Though some believe that the flu shot is ineffective or even harmful, Reyes disagrees.
The major complaint will be actually the venipuncture, the injection. People complain that they had pain in the site that they received the vaccination.
If anyone has any questions about receiving the flu shot, they can contact Student Health at 319-398-5588 or visit Iowa Hall, room 132. Karis Roberts, KSP News.
Since the beginning of the last semester, Ballantyne Auditorium has been going through some major renovations. KSP's Drake Clemmy spoke with Jennifer Cunningham about how the renovations will affect the upcoming performances.
When entering Ballantyne Auditorium, students and faculty usually heard the sounds of music, but now that has been replaced with the sound of construction. While the auditorium has been under construction, some of the performing arts have been affected.
Well, we usually in the spring have 2 plays. The first play is usually at the beginning of February. We won't have a hall at the beginning of February. So they decided Romeo and Juliet is a huge, well-known thing. Everyone's heard of it. So they decided to take that play and really go all out.
Ballantyne Auditorium has been undergoing its current remodel since the start of July, and it should be completed just in time for a special performance.
Ballantyne is set to be done February 17th. We actually have our first concert with New York Voices February 27th. And that's in Ballantyne. They're a big, huge performing group coming in with a lot of draw and a lot of popularity. We already have the phone ringing off the hook to get tickets for that event.
Ballantyne will now have easier access. Stairs will now replace the sloped floor that used to occupy Ballantyne, and there now will be an extra aisle down the center of the seating. New technology will also be implemented in the new design.
A lot of the technology is going to be incorporated with that. So before, for instance, if Media Services was going to make a video recording of a concert, they had to come in the day before, set up all of their equipment, set up the microphones, do all those things. That stuff is actually going to be included in it. So that they would just have to come in, set up the computer, start the video feed, and it's done.
Drake Clemmy, KSP News.
The Kirkwood women's basketball team has had an impressive start to the season. They have an overall record of 15-3 and are 4-1 in conference play. The Eagles started in 2014 with 3 conference wins against Des Moines Area Community College, Marshalltown, and Iowa Lakes. The women are now ranked 4th in the nation and have key upcoming home games. The Eagles will face Southwestern Community College Wednesday, January 22nd, and number 1 ranked North Iowa Area Community College on February 5th.
With the regular season about 2/3 complete, the Kirkwood men's basketball team is right in the middle of the playoff picture. KSP's Taylor Van Fleet spoke to the team about how they plan to make a postseason run this year.
The Kirkwood men's basketball team has one goal in mind: get to the national tournament.
Everybody wants one common goal, and that's to make it to nationals.
The Eagles have a record of 11-5, and first-year head coach Brian Peterson feels they are on the right track to meeting that goal.
We've had a lot of success. We've had a couple ups and downs where, but we've learned from them. So far, so good that way. But now that we're in January and February, this is when it really becomes important for us to finish out strong.
This team has great chemistry, and sophomore Jalen Curry feels that it is a main reason for their success so far this season.
Staying together through hard times. When things ain't going right, we all stay together so we can just move on to the next play and get things done.
The team has improved since last year and feel they are in a better position to make a run for the national tournament.
Last year our record wasn't really what we wanted to be, so I think that this year it's been a lot better.
But there are still a few things the team needs to work on if they want to get to the national tournament.
More improvements, I would say, is playing the whole 40 minutes of a ball game.
I think we need to put two halves together. Sometimes we just play one half of basketball, sometimes just the first half, or sometimes just the second half. So I'm hoping that we get that together and play a full game of basketball.
The Eagles believe they are very capable of finishing the season strong and making a national title run. Taylor Van Fleet, KSP News.
There's a new addition to Kirkwood's campus, the new Cedar Rapids Animal Care and Control Center. The previous shelter was located on Cedar Bend Lane until 2008 when it was destroyed by the flood. A temporary shelter was set up on campus at that time until the new center was completed. While the shelter is not a part of Kirkwood, a classroom in the center is available for students in the Vet Tech program. The center houses many cats and dogs that are up for adoption.
On Stance Today is a special issue of the communique featuring faculty and staff who are published authors. Read more about the 15 featured authors in the special edition.
Many Kirkwood students are learning about different cultures while escaping the cold weather of Iowa. We go to Chris Ackman for the story.
From the tropics of South America to the outback of Australia, this year many Kirkwood students are choosing to study abroad. We interviewed Ken Nesbitt at the International Programs Office to learn more.
On average, about 150 students study abroad each year, and they'll either go on our short-term or semester programs.
According to Nesbitt, there are a multitude of reasons why students should choose to study abroad.
I always like to say that there's professional and personal reasons why someone would want to study abroad. And then personally, it's a great opportunity to make friends, to see another culture, to learn about your own culture. Each year, I'd like to say that we touch nearly every continent. This year, I think we are going to every single continent. We have a program in Italy, Australia, Ireland, Brazil.
For those students who are still interested in studying abroad but have not signed up, Nesbitt says there is still plenty of time.
You still can study abroad. So students that are coming back from a long winter break and are still looking for an opportunity to study abroad, I would encourage them to go onto our website or stop by Lynn Hall 1154 and talk to an advisor or talk to a faculty member that's leading one of the programs.
Chris Ackman, KSP News.
That's it for this first edition of the spring semester of KSP News. Please tune in next time for more KSP Newscasts.
From all of us at Kirkwood Student Productions, we thank you for watching.